channel Prodbug, and we'll continue the Kotlin series. And in this particular chapter, we'll see how to create the list and different types of list. In Java, you know that list, how we create the list is equal to new array list, and list is equal to new linked list, and all this thing. So that is a Java style, and we can add the elements and all sort of things. Yeah, but in this particular chapter, we'll see how the Kotlin handle the list. Okay. So the main thing in Kotlin is the list is always by default is read only. So basically, once you have created the list, you cannot modify it. If you try to add a new element, once you have already defined the list, so you will get a compiler error. Okay, so you cannot add any new element. Okay, but we will see how we can add the element later on. So how we create the list is list of integer. We have to use this particular method list of, and we have specified the type, and we have given few values here. So we have created a list here, and then we are iterating I in nums. I represent the value in the list, and we are printing all the values. So 11, 12, 13, all these values will be printed here. Okay, and in second example, what we are doing is we have created a list again, num elements, and now, there is a method in the for loop, like you can fetch the index as well. Okay, so basically, if these are the values 10, 20, 30, 40, and see here, see the difference here. We have written I in nums, but what here we are doing index, comma I in num, again the variable name num list with index. Okay, so we are using the difference part is we are using this particular method with index. It will return the index, and here the index part will come, and we are printing the index and its value. Okay, so in some cases, if you need index of your list, you have the capability to fetch the index as well. uh, okay, so let me rerun this particular method, and we'll see the output. So this is the basic list where we have simply created a list, and we have iterated, and then we have created a list, and we have fetched the index and the value. So we have printed the normal list 11 to 15, and here we are printing index with value. Okay, so this is about the list. Okay, now we'll see how we can add the list, how we can add the element inside the list. For that, change, we need to go to this method list modified, and okay, let me go through this list. Basic list is read only, okay, which I already told you, it cannot be modified. Okay, so normal Java list where we can add elements. So in Java we can add the elements, so that is a mutable list, so we can create a mutable list as well. So how we'll create the mutable list is mutable list of. So mutable is basically you can modify your list. Okay, so this is equivalent of Java, this one mutable list, and this is a specific to Kotlin. So let's create a mutable list, because we are used to add the values. Okay, so in this case, what we need to do mutable list of, you need to use this particular method mutable list of. Again, you need to give the type, and you have given some values, initial values. Okay, and it will get stored. And later on, after creating this nums, we have added one more element 9. We have added one more element with index. Okay, so this 9 will get saved at the end of the list by default. But if you want to add your new element to a specific index with a specific index, then you can mention the index value as well. So what I have mentioned here, I want to save this 10 at the 0th element. Okay, so 10 will be saved here, 10. So let's run the output, run this program and compare the output, and then we'll see the code. Okay, so you see 10 has been saved in the 0th index because I have given the 0 index here, and 9 is saved at the end of the list because this is the by default behavior that if you are adding any new element, it will be saved in the end. Okay, so this is the style, and here is the mutable list. So you can modify it, and these are the new functionality, like you can add the element based on the index as well. Okay, rest is exactly same. Okay, now let's go to here. We'll see one more example, list for each loop, basically higher order function for each. Okay, let's see the new feature in Kotlin. uh, okay, so list of integer int. Okay, Java for loop. Let me see the code first. What we are doing here, we have created a list of integers, same, this is exactly same. Then we have created again a list like this version. In the previous chapters we have seen the meaning of this double dots, right? This is called the range operator. Okay, so this is a range 2. So basically you can see less than equal to and less than equal to. So basically 1 and 10 both are included. Okay, so both are included. So we have the two list now, 10, 20, 30, and another list is 1 to 10. Okay, we have created two lists. Okay, now what we are doing is we are just printing it. Till now we are using this kind of for loop. Yeah, but in this case we'll use a for each loop. How we can use the for each loop? This is also a good style. Num list, any list dot for each and print it. So it is a default inbuilt variable in Kotlin, and it always represent your current value. Okay, so basically here what we are using the print I. So what is I? I always keep on changing, right? In the first run I is 11. In the second run of for I will be 12. In the third run I will be 13, and in the fourth run I will be 14. So I is keep on changing, right? I is not a constant. It is keep on changing. One element is coming from the num list. One element first zeroth index will come, then the first, second, third, fourth. It keep, and this is keep on printing, right? This is the format of normal for loop. For each loop is exactly doing the same thing. This is the num list. Okay, so it is 10, 20, 30. It will represent the zeroth index, so it will be 10. Next, in the next loop it will be 20. In the next third loop it will be 30. Okay, so this is exactly the same functionality which we are doing in normal for loop. Okay, so both are exactly same, there is no difference. Okay, just keep a note, it is an inbuilt function, you cannot change it. Okay, it will give some error. Okay, so it is a inbuilt function. And also here in the index example, index is not inbuilt, you can write here abc as well, there is no problem. Okay, it will work. Okay, it will work, not a problem. So index is not any inbuilt function, but it is a inbuilt function here. Okay. Okay, now another style is Java 8 style. If you have heard about the lambdas, we are writing generally like this. So x or I, any value, x lambda expression, and then the print x. So what we are doing, the first element 10 will come here, and 10 will be transferred to the println statement, and it will be printed. Then 20, 30. Okay, this is exactly the same thing. Okay, and this is one more style in for each loop you can give in this style as well. Okay, colon colon kind of you can give, and the output will remain same in all the cases. Okay, so let me run, and then I will show you the output. uh, okay, so let's see the output. So first output is we are printing 10, 20, 30. So this is 10, 20, 30, and again 10 is printed. Okay, so 10 is okay. I got it. The problem is 10 is coming from this side. Let me sort out this. What we can do. Uh, println. Okay, let's print some space or some, let's say, new line character. Output will look much better. And let me read on this code. Now the output is much better. So what is this doing? For each it is printing, okay, without any space, and there is nothing, so we are simply printing it. Okay, so that's why they are there is no space. So 10, 20, 30 has been printed with this loop. After that, a new line, I have printed the new line here, and after that, this is the output of this lambda style code, where 10, 20, 30 has been printed here. This is because of this line, and the last line is we are using the num here. So num is 1 to 10. In these cases, we are using num list. So num list is only 10, 20, 30. Num only nums is 1 to 10. So that's why in this third example, I'm using the nums for each, and I'm using this reference double colon reference, and you can see 1 to 10 has been printed here. Okay, so you can use any of these three styles. I just show you the different type of list in this particular chapter, how you can create a mutable and immutable list. This is an immutable read-only list, and we have seen the index. If you want to print the index, we have seen this particular style of Kotlin, and later on we have seen how we can use the mutable list, and after that we have seen the different types of loops which we can apply it on the list. Okay, so we can use the for each, we can use the for each Java style, or we can use this reference style third, or we can use this is the fourth basic old for loop style, right? So all are equally good. You can use any one of them, right? I hope this chapter is clear to you and you have seen different kind of list and how we can iterate them in a different style. And we'll see you in the next chapter. Till then, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.